Good morning, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler. This is the Bart Winkler Show. The Bucks beating the Pistons here on this Monday night, taping live on Monday. This will be the Tuesday show, and happy to be with you. A couple of things I want to say before I get into the Bucks and the comeback and of Middleton, I should say, not the game. Game was over right away. And we'll talk some Bucks trades. There's a couple articles that came out today that we can look at. But before I get into all that, I want to say three different things. One, Wednesday's show, I want to talk a lot about Rodgers, but not how much I don't like him. There could be realistic trade possibilities with Rodgers. There were some reports. There were some comments from Schefter and Rappaport that didn't close the door on it. So it's very possible Aaron Rodgers gets traded this offseason. If you can send voicemails in, I'll tape a little bit Tuesday afternoon. So I'm looking for voicemails. 402-915-BART, 402-915-BART. Don't really want to talk Rodgers on this show, but do want to talk about it on the next show. So leave your voicemails, 402-915-BART. Thanks to our friends at Carl's Place, carlof.com, /Bart, golf simulator needs. They've got you covered. Also, I want to be clear. We'll talk some Bucks trades. This is not a Jay Crowder program. Some of you might want him. I don't see it. And at this point, it's to the point of annoyance. It's just like, it's a reflex now. It's like, Jay Crowder. Who do you want? Jay Crowder? It's like, but you don't even think about it anymore just because you guys have been saying Jay Crowder for 6 months. I don't want Jay Crowder. I don't think he does much. We'll talk about that. And then I also wanted to, this is somber, but I wanted to give my condolences to the Chris Klassen family. This is a guy that passed away this week. He was 60 years old. Chris and I met. He was a listener to the show, and he was a big soccer guy. He played for Shorewood. He played for Cardinal Stritch. He was a Wisconsin Soccer Hall of Famer. He played for Bavarian. He was one of the first players signed by the Wave in 1984. He played for the Rampage. He then went to Florida, was a sports writer, wrote a book called Soccer Rock, was a referee, was a coach, very involved in the Wisconsin sports scene. I had him on my old podcast with The Fan, and that was back in 2018. I went to start to re-listen to it, but I couldn't. It's too weird. So I just want to maybe I do. I don't know. It's a guy I know that passed away, and I'm very sad about it. I just wanted to give my condolences to Chris Klassen, 60 years old, passed away of a heart attack. And really, the tributes in the soccer community have been pouring in. He was really a great, it's just a great advocate for the game. So condolences, and you just hate to see it. So I wanted to just at least mention him and, remember him, and I'll try to go back to listen to that podcast. He was a great dude, and he was very supportive of me and everything I was doing, and it was really nice. And with that, we'll talk about the Bucks. 150-130 was the final. Bucks win 150-130 over the Pistons. They put up 49 points in the first quarter. They put up 83 points in the first half. The Pistons won quarters 3 and 4, guys. But this game, no matter what the broadcast wanted you to believe, this game was never in doubt. Like sometimes when there's 26, 30-point leads, you think, okay, I mean, there was a lead blown the other night in the NBA, but not with this Pistons team. Not they're not good. The last game they played was in Paris. They're coming off of that. They're very, having a hard – I mean, you're coming back from Paris. You're feeling fatigue, okay? You're feeling fatigue, whatever. The Bucks weren't going to lose this game. They weren't going to lose this game, especially after that 49-point victory. Now, our first quarter. Now, this was exciting to see, and you guys can join the StreamYard. I'll put that link out there. It's also on Twitter. That's why I do these live shows, because I want to talk to you guys. So don't be a stranger. We want to see Middleton. We want to see Giannis. Giannis hasn't played for 5 games. And a lot of weird, I don't want to, I don't know. People were speculating this has something to do with Serge. Serge, since we last talked, Serge is out. He just doesn't want to play. And he really hasn't played since Giannis FaceTiming on his cooking show and said that he was a role player and a screen setter. So Serge is gone. Serge Ibaka, we hardly knew thee. Maybe the Bucks this year how about we don't make a trade? How about that? How about we don't make a trade? I'm on team no trade. Like, if you can squeeze some second-round picks and bring Cam Reddish in here, all right. You know? But all these guys we trade for, Paul Gasol, stunk. Nikola Mirotic, stunk. Serge Ibaka. And he was more Brooke Lopez insurance because they were a little skeptical about what he was going to be last year, but he basically is stunk. So these guys all stink. So maybe don't make a trade. I'll bring you guys on as you jump in. Hot Take Jake in his car tonight. Normally he's in the red room or the orange room or the yellow room. What's up, Jake?
Yes, sir. The people's champ has returned.
What's happening? Your boy Middleton came back 15 minutes. Solid 8 points.
Bobby Portis went out with knee soreness, so there you go.
And knee soreness is contagious with this team, I guess.
Yeah, it's the new COVID. It's pathetic. I was really happy you played that Kevin McHale clip on the show because I hate Kevin McHale because fuck the Celtics and he was dirty as shit. But goddamn, he hit the nail right on the head with that quote about, like, we got to rest these guys. Like, dude, you play basketball for a living. Like, what a great way of putting it and just getting it into perspective. You play a fucking game. Stop being a pussy and play the game. Like, if you're a competitor, it's fun. You don't want to sit. Like, it boggles my mind, and I can't believe I have this old man take. But, like, seriously, go back to the 60s. Or go back to the 80s and tell Kevin McHale or Bill Laimbeer that, like, oh, we're going to rest you for load management. They'll tell you to go fuck yourself. I'm tired of these pussies, man. I can't help it.
What are you eating?
Some wings.
Oh, in your car?
Yeah.
Wings aren't really a car food, are they?
I'm a desperate man. They're golden chicken, though.
Oh, good. You eat that anywhere.
Yeah. This, I'd eat this in my sleep if I could.
Yeah.
Nice and spicy.
Well, there you go.
Did
you watch much of the game or not?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it.
No.
I'm just getting home from work. Another all-nighter. But it's fun. I had 3 people this week that I kind of know and kind of don't know that were like, hey, I was listening to this podcast and there's this guy on there that's an asshole that wants to trade Middleton, and his name's Jake. That wouldn't happen to be you, would it? So you're getting around, buddy.
Yeah, good to know. And you guys are I'm getting a lot of feedback lately, not on me, but on like you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Bart, come on, you're the talent. You're the star of the show. We're the supporting cast.
I will say that every one of you is very polarizing. You all have your fans and you all have your detractors.
Well, that's good because
even Tim Shea, who someone wrote me an email to tell me that the Tim Shea McGuire act is forced and lazy.
Oh, come on. Everybody loves Tim.
Yeah, I do too. Well, enjoy the wings. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, man. Say hi to the crew for me.
Will do.
All right, later, bro.
Hot Take Jake on the wings in the car. Getting blasted in the comments. Q, you got to jump back in here if you're going to be commenting like a monster. I'm going to read some of these. Q says, Jake's take is tired and we get it. Jake is lazy and boring. Here's my take as an NBA fan that doesn't watch a single game. You guys, oh man. I love it. Some of the other stuff. So if you would have watched the game tonight, again, his guy Middleton, 15 points. They really eased him in. They didn't even bring him in with the first wave of subs. They brought him in right away. Bud's kind of been doing this. He doesn't do this with Giannis, but he does it with Drew and Middleton, where when they come back from injury, he doesn't start them. I don't know if that means anything, but I think it's dumb. Just put him back out there. We've been waiting to see him since December 15th. We don't need like a cameo appearance. He ain't the Property Brothers on SNL. Q's still in his work clothes.
That's what happens.
Q, is
when
that
you
why you're
watch-
doing work on Hot Take Jake? Jeez.
See, this is what somebody who watches basketball looks like, because the game started at 6 p.m. So I had to make dinner for my family and then eat with them and then do the dishes so that I could watch the game and not say the same thing on repeat every single game. We get it, Jake. You don't watch the NBA. You have no idea how this league works. So you're going to have the same take every time, and it's just complete trash. So enjoy your wings, because nobody enjoys this hot take that only people that don't watch the NBA could possibly agree with. So that's my fire today.
Well, I think of all you guys like my children, so I won't disparage any of you.
So
I don't quite understand how you've been home for 2.5 hours and you didn't even unbutton the top button. Like, relax, you.
I did unbutton it, and then I didn't want to scare you guys off with the chest hair, so I rebuttoned. But if you want to see what we're packing in there you go.
Yeah, how's your chest hair?
It's fire.
Oh, it's dark.
Yeah.
Mine's kind of. I'm very pasty.
This is all going on YouTube, so somebody's gonna have a little too much fun with this.
One time my roommate freshman year, my buddy, he was like big into shaving his chest. Like, he said that's what the girls liked. So I nared my chest, and I still have like a rash.
Yeah,
from the breakout. Yeah,
that stuff is poison.
I don't know what I was doing. That was right after my sun-in phase, when I used to put sun-in in my hair.
I did the sun-in,
or like that. What was it called? It was like peroxide or something like that.
No, it was sun-in.
Sun-in,
spray it,
yeah,
and then you'd sit in the sun or use a hair dryer, and it'd turn your hair orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used that stuff too.
All right, Q, you watch this whole game. Give me some hot takes. Again, Middleton had 8 points. I might have got that wrong, but it was 8 points in 15 minutes. Portis, we'll see what's up with his knee. I don't know much, so I don't really want to comment too much on that. Drew played well. Brooke played well. Giannis had 29 points. I could tell you one thing. Ingles, was all right. I could tell you one thing I hate right now is that you saw how pumped up Giannis was for MarJon Beauchamp. I would like Giannis to swing it around a little bit and tell Bud, why is this guy? Why do we have to be down 30 points and have Bobby Portis get hurt before this guy gets in a game? All we're looking for in these trade scenarios is younger guys that are athletic. We've got one rotting on the bench. Let's play this guy. So, yes, it's great to see Giannis back after 5 games of he looked fine. Yes, it's great to see Middleton back. He looked actually like fit. But we got to see more MarJon. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and I guess I'm still in the trust in Bud camp. So
what?
With MarJon, I don't know what happened, but the Eric Name had those couple questions that he posted last week saying that MarJon, he didn't say directly, but he said sometimes young players need to hit the gym and like study, basically. So I don't know if something happened with MarJon where he was actually being punished, but it was really exciting to watch MarJon take out any frustration he has about his lack of playing time out on the rim with those 2 amazing dunks today. And they were talking about on the broadcast about how Giannis has been working with him in practice and in shoot-arounds on his mid-range game, which is kind of interesting that Giannis would be working with somebody on their mid-range jumpers. Not that he's been doing fine, but he also said that they were working on a single dribble and then explode to the basket, which is what we saw in both those huge dunks. So it's really nice to have a humble superstar that's willing to go out of his way to work with unproven rookies and actually have like almost an immediate impact on their playing careers. Sure would be nice to have that in other sports in the state of Wisconsin. That's as close as I will get to talking about you know who today. But I don't know. Really exciting to see that fire from Giannis with 20 points in the first quarter. Unbelievable. Bucks put up, what did they put up in the
first quarter? 49,
83
by the half.
Biggest quarter of the season in the first quarter tonight. And granted, it's all against Detroit, but still, like this team has not played together with this roster in quite some time. And I think it was the first time we had like Ingles, Giannis,
Ingles, Drew, Bobby, or was it Brooke?
And Brooke. Yep. So the like playoff five, we'd say, on the court together. This is the first time it happened. And hopefully they were being cautionary with Bobby and it's nothing serious. I think he did go to the locker room.
He did. I'm looking for an update now. By the time this is posted, maybe we have one, but nothing now.
Yeah, usually when somebody goes to the locker room, it's not something minor, but that's just all conjecture at this point. So, but I'm excited. Hopefully the big three can actually start on Wednesday. But I understand if they're going to continue to be cautious with Chris, because all we really want is that man to be healthy come spring. And again, we are silencing the haters, and we will welcome all the haters back on the bandwagon throughout the season. So
Q, go get some sweats on, dude.
Yeah. So, and Jake, I do want to apologize. I got a little heated, but I'm kind of sick of the take, but I still love you. So just maybe use it every other episode instead of every time you call in, because that's the way the NBA works. So sorry, bud.
We're all friends here. Thanks, Q.
Yep. Talk to you later.
See you, buddy. I'm bringing Tim Shea. Tim, I do first want to just shout out our buddies at Happy Place Hemp. You know them well. Oh, you got the nighttime ones?
We'll talk about this later, but my anxiety today has been at an all-time high, so I'm going to probably take 2 of these tonight for the first time.
The 2 purples are the Bart special.
Yeah, there's a lot that happened to me over the last 24 hours.
Why?
My car got hit.
While driving Uber?
No, thank God it was parked, but it's pretty bad what happened.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So,
and the Badgers lost? You must be a wreck.
So, 2. The Bart Winkler special tonight. 2 purples.
2 purples. Happy Place Hemp. The purple ones are CBD and CBN. They help you sleep. They have helped me with my anxiety. I should also be frank that I am on anxiety pills. So that also helps with my anxiety. But
I need to come borrow some of those then.
Well, I can't just give you prescription medicine. I think I still have some Percocets laying around. Maybe I'll throw those out. It's bitter. HappyPlaceHemp.com. The promo code is BART, 25% off your order. Again, the promo code is BART, 25% off your order. Every single order. So whether it's the Happy Place Hemp nighttime ones that we call them, the purple ones, whether it's the mango ones that are THC free, maybe they'll help keep you alert when you're like super busy and like, I don't know how to focus. My car just got smashed. I need to focus up. Maybe that'll help. Once you figure out what you're going to do and you're like, this sucks, maybe take a Delta 8 at night, help chase those cares away. And then also, I don't talk enough about, like, we were kind of having fun with your dog, but that spray helps for people. And if you've got like ailments or whatever, and you're like, not the dog specific spray, but
yes,
they have creams and they have other stuff that you can use as well. So 25% off every order, happyplacehemp.com. I want to read something here, and I'm going to bring in both Matt in the Falls and Tony in Texas.
Ooh, spicy.
Nice shirt, Tony.
Tony's going Marquette. All right, let me read an email. Ready? Only one of you will like this email.
Oh, no.
I got feedback from someone, a listener. Started listening to your pod a few weeks ago. I listen daily at work. I can't find anyone talking local sports other than generic Packers. There's a lot of people I refuse to listen to. I like the relaxed atmosphere of your show. I tune in daily. I know you're not looking for feedback, but here it is anyhow. I need more of Mike Wickett, Ryan Horvat, Paul Immig, Grant Bills, and Matt in the Falls.
Woo! I thought it was going to be Tony.
Too much Tony in Texas.
Whoa! He's out.
And
Did he just bail?
entirely too much Tim Shea and his McGuire stick seems forced.
Who's this from? Paul Lutke?
Not Paul. You have two haters now.
Gary Wolfel.
Paul's
Bill
got
Mike.
two haters in his car. And guess what? I'm the one that hit your car, you bitch.
Ooh.
No, you aren't.
Bart,
Well,
quick
Matt was
note.
here first. Matt, what's up?
I wouldn't be saying that you have Percocet in your house because Ryan Leaf is going to be breaking down your back window tonight.
I left the door open for him.
Oh, man, I thought that was funnier than it was.
Tim, I think Dak Prescott's having a worse week than you, buddy.
Thanks,
Dak's
Ron.
gonna be down here, Bart. I feel for him.
Tony,
That
I
was a
was
dreadful
talking
game.
to Matt, but
Oh, ouch. I always
Tony,
welcome
hold on a second. Matt, what's up? Your thought on the game?
It was great to see Giannis bounce back from that knee soreness so very quickly. His knee looked not very sore at all because he scored 20 points in like 3 seconds. So that was great to see. It's a little perturbing because I don't think he needed this rest. I'm on the Kevin McHale team, but we don't need to go over that because I don't want Q to absolutely trash me in the comments for saying the same thing again because he's hot tonight. Q is hot.
Well, he never got out of those work clothes. He's still work Q tonight.
That's true. If I had a button up that tight, I would be slinging in the comments too.
Yeah.
And it was I seeing Nora out there so much bothers me because Beauchamp. I just think Beauchamp's better. I think that he needs the experience, but we all think that. I think I said we should trade Nora for cash considerations. I don't think we need to trade for anyone. I think this team is good enough as it is. We had 10 players in the first quarter, and they were all legitimate NBA players who can contribute to this team and score, play defense for the most part. And I don't want to trade for anyone, and I hope we don't.
Tony, you want to trade for anybody?
Man,
You've been down on the Bucks all year, so you probably do want to trade for someone.
I think they need a little bit. They can get Jordan Clarkson, someone like that for some draft picks. You got to do that. They
Oh,
need
for
a little
draft
bit-
picks, yeah.
Yeah,
For draft
little bit
picks, I'm fine.
They need some punch off the bench. I look at the Bucks and when you need a bucket, who can go just get you a bucket? Who can get to the rim? Who can do that for the Bucks besides Giannis? Drew
Holiday, hopefully Middleton. Portis is in the conversation for 6th man of the year,
But then
leading
Boston
the league in double doubles off the bench.
Boston can literally throw 5 guys that get a bucket.
I'm not that worried about the Celtics.
Well, as I am a concerned Bucks fan about Boston. Boston's a good team.
Boston is a good team.
They're
That's
very
true.
good,
They are.
and they're showing it. And they lost their head coach, and they haven't missed a beat. So that's going to be a tough matchup. I hate the Celtics just as much as you. So it's not going to be easy to get through the East. I think we both agree that the East is tougher than the West. So if they can get through the East, I think they will be the NBA champs. But it's a lot of basketball left. I'm okay with what the Bucks are doing with Middleton and Giannis. If at the long big picture is that they win the title, right? So be healthy, be ready for the playoffs, both physically and mentally. But if you're going to these games, Bart, and you shell out a bunch of money, or if you drive an hour or two to go to these games and your guy's not playing like Giannis, or I saw Antonio Freeman of all people tweet out the other day that he went to the Heat Bucks game and Giannis didn't play. So that is some bullshit, though. If you spend a lot of money to a game and the stars aren't playing.
Coast to
Yeah,
coast.
they gotta fix this problem. And I know we've talked about it a lot the last week, but They do have to fix that problem. At some point, geez, they're going to start sitting these guys in playoff games to rest up for game 6 and 7. You know what I mean?
Like, Bart, when you would take a day off, you wouldn't tell anyone, and then Radio Joe's hosting. I'm like, what the hell's this? So,
That's true. I love it when hey, this is the Bart Winkler show, and I'm Joe. It's like, it's not the Bart Winkler show.
How do you think people feel when the Zach Gelb music hits and then I come on there?
Well, we like you though. It's you're still
you
in the
guys
track.
do. I don't know about the nation.
Don't you get like ratings on that? Can't radio people measure how many people are listening like TV, or is that not a thing?
No, they can. I don't know. I don't know what the CBS national ratings are. All I know is I was on CBS Sports Radio on Saturday, and the Fan aired something else instead.
Unbelievable. Couldn't find it at all in Milwaukee.
I was on the Odyssey app fighting for my life.
No, then Timmy, I put him on Sirius. He's on for an hour, and then I lose him.
I was on Sirius? Yeah, because they always air like West Virginia versus Norfolk.
Yeah.
State.
Yeah.
So couldn't find you anywhere, Bart.
Well, shit.
You had to go on Odyssey and then CBS Sports Radio National, the channel. It took me a while.
The Odyssey.
I know. Every
stinks.
35 seconds, the feed drops out and you have to restart it. It was a real battle, Bart. Let me tell you. Real battle.
Tony, one more thing for you. You're in Texas.
Right.
McCarthy lost. I was rooting for them until my numbers hit at the end. I was pretty pumped. So then I was rooting for the Niners.
Yeah.
Are they on the Fire McCarthy train or are they on the Fire Kellen Moore train, it sounds like?
I'm hearing more Kellen Moore feedback that they want him out, Bart.
And I liked McCarthy's last play. He just executed poorly.
That's
Did
like
the Colts already try that?
When rock and roll got combined with country music or rap and country, it doesn't work out sometimes. It's kind of an odd play. I know you got to try something different, but that just didn't. I felt bad for Zeke. Zeke got drilled.
Absolutely. Yeah, I laughed out loud. It was so funny.
Absolutely got
pancaked.
Got drilled. But hey, Dak Prescott is that guy is not, you talk about Rodgers not winning the big one. At least Rodgers gets you to the NFC Championship game most years. Dak can't even get him out of the divisional round. So they're frustrated with Dak. I don't know how much longer Dak is going to be in Dallas. Probably another year because they owe it to him. But you and I, Bart, we both hate the 49ers. I hate the Niners. I can't believe that these guys, they get so much credit. And really, what have they done? They haven't won anything yet. I think the Eagles beat them double digits. I like that call. I think we're going to have Eagles against Cincinnati in the Super Bowl. That's my
I think Eagles are rolling.
Yeah, they look good. They look good. And I hate Nick Sirianni. I hate that Sirianni. Such a punk, that Sirianni, though.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Very hot take, Jake. Very arrogant. Can't stand that guy.
Oh, jeez.
Sirianni. Come on. Jake's not bringing anything. The hell did Jake talk about? His wings today?
Well, they were golden chicken wings. At least he threw in a plug.
At least Matt's giving you some content here. Jake's talking about the wings and Kevin McHale in the 80s. I don't know.
He's throwing a plug out to golden chicken.
All right, good for golden chicken. I love golden chicken.
I think eating chicken wings while you're driving a car is something that needs to be psychologically investigated. Like, what goes through your mind when you make that decision?
Brent says Rodgers to Dallas.
I thought about that too. What if you traded Rodgers? That would be great, though. Great theater to see Rodgers with McCarthy again.
I think Brent's a little drunk at vintage tonight is what I think.
That would be something. So, hey, Bart, if we do trade Rodgers, you thinking Jets or Titans? Because I think he might get dealt.
I'm saving all Rodgers for tomorrow's show.
Okay, all right.
I'm not doing Rodgers tonight.
All the Raiders picks.
Anything else on Bucks, Tony?
Yeah, Drew Holiday's an all-star. Let's get him in there. And you want to know why Beauchamp doesn't play a lot, Matt? I'll tell you right now. Jordan Nora, I think, would be upset, cause a little locker room issue. He
don't know what's going on. At least when Beauchamp's not playing, he's like on the bench mad. Wara don't care.
Yeah, he's indifferent. I agree, but I just think Nora would cause a little bit of trouble in the locker room. I think he would if Beauchamp got his minutes.
I don't.
You don't?
Wara's just happy to be in the league.
Well, I'm happy to have you on the radio for your next gig on CBS Sports.
I'll let you know. We'll see who airs me.
All right, go Bucks and 6. See you later, Matt. See you, Tim.
Thanks, Tone.
Talk to you on your space in a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Bart Winkler wrap-up show,
Okay.
just like the old days.
I like it.
All right, see you guys.
Boy.
See you,
See
Tom.
ya.
Matt, anything for you?
Um,
I don't like that.
no, I mean, I think I've said what I need to say, and I don't want to overstay my welcome and get any negative emails because I'm one for
How
one.
about
so
that? You got the positive one in that email.
I was shocked. I thought it was going to be Tony for sure. So I gotta do the George Costanza and quit while I'm ahead. Just leave on a high note.
Yeah. All right. Good to talk to you. Let's talk
See you
Wednesday.
guys.
Bucks Nuggets. We'll do
Oh,
live
absolutely.
again.
Oh, I'm terrified of the Nuggets overall. I think they're a great team and they could win
Yeah.
it all.
That's gonna be a
Adios.
really good test. See you, Matt. Tim Shea. How you doing, bud? I keep seeing advertising for the 414 crew. Are you gonna apply?
Toby sent me a tweet today saying it's right up my alley. That's what I used to manage.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
you're better than
Brewers,
that.
So
All right, I want to read something about some Bucks trade situations. Let me read some of the comments that came in.
Yep.
Zach says Bucks in 4. I like that always. Corey says, since Bart doesn't want Crowder, who do you want to see the Bucks trade for? Anybody else in the league would be fine. Like literally anybody else. Well, one, I don't think Crowder would contribute that much.
no.
Crowder to me, and I've talked about this, but he just runs the floor. He doesn't do anything inside. He doesn't move. He just runs the floor. Maybe the rebound comes to him. And then there's a million guys in the league that do this. Damari Carroll's the one I always bring up because I would always play him in FanDuel and I would just watch him. And then I would always play Crowder and I would just watch him. So I don't need that. And I do think like Grayson. So the problem with Grayson, who we keep talking about trading, is Grayson's a guy that like has bad nights, but he has really good nights too. And I think the Bucks have enough guys like. So think playoff time. What's your 8-man bench in the playoffs? Okay, you're gonna go Giannis, Brooke, Drew, Pat, Grayson, Portis, Middleton, Ingles. Like, is that? Are you going? And then maybe a little bit Javon Carter, and maybe a little bit Hill, and then maybe a little bit Beauchamp. Like, I don't think we need much.
No.
Now, if something's available, if you can get Cam Reddish or whoever, like I mentioned before, for picks, okay, or for Wara, who doesn't play, all right. But I really don't think they need to shake it up. I think that the last month we've been talking about trades a lot where we haven't seen Giannis for half of it. Drew was out for a while, and Middleton's been out. And I think we're confused about like what this team is because we haven't seen it. So I hope that things reset a little bit. I'm not opposed to a trade, but also don't make a dumb trade to make a dumb trade. I don't think that that's the case. Thoughts on that?
I agree 100%. Like I said,
I knew you would.
Like I said, I mean, everyone's been like you said, everyone's been
Your
out.
car get hit on the street or what?
Yes, it got hit on the street, and they were gonna run.
Hit and run? How'd they not run?
Luckily, someone came into the place that I was at and said, someone got hit by a car. Call 911. And I didn't really, someone hit another car. And I really didn't put it like I heard it, but I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I saw the cops come. And I look outside and I go, oh, the cops are here. Why? And the guy who came in and he didn't see it. He saw the car. The tow truck was already there. The car was halfway up on the tow truck already. That's why he came in and said, call the cops because these people are trying to run without noticing that.
So you know who hit your car?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because once the cops come, the
Did you trade insurance or do they not have it?
They did have insurance. Now,
why'd they hit you? Was it like a chase?
No, it's just I don't know what the
Yeah, I lost interest. Let me bring in Spark Guy. What's up, buddy?
Jesus.
I'm sorry about your car, Tim.
It's okay.
Hey, that's frustrating. It did take a while to find it. I'm guessing were you at the bar at the time? Where were you?
I was.
Yeah. That's going to be the time there's going to be a delayed response to finding that out. I agree with you guys. No trade. Like, I don't know. If they find something good, that's fine. But I'm calling to be the one guy that's done with all the load management talk. It's it is what it is. And I will say it's been going on forever. One guy who did load management to start, Michael Jordan. He took 2 seasons off to load manage. This has been going on forever. And thinking, Kevin McHale
suspended for gambling.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess Kevin McHale of all people too. Like, what a meathead! Like, he ruined the Celtics' run by being a meathead. He broke that foot. They said, "Do not play on this foot." He's a man. He played on the foot. He never played again. He's like the last guy I would listen to.
Michael Jordan being the starter of load management is such a take.
It is. He was tired. That's what he said. I know the gambling theories are out there, but still, he said he was tired. He took 2 years off. I don't know.
Your phone's a little shitty. I am going to cut you.
I am going to. My audio shitty or what?
Yeah, it's just a little off.
I'm in a parking lot. I mean, I don't know. That's all I wanted to say. I don't need anything else. Michael Jordan, load management. You can take that one to the bank. So
I love that Spark guy. Thanks, buddy.
See you, boys.
One of the first things that I wanted to start to do, one of the segments, was Terrible Take Thursday, long with Freems. And I don't think people really got it. But a take that is bad, but there's some, you could argue for it. That is exactly what I was looking for.
Like John Gruden being the Badgers' next head coach.
No, that's just you being dumb.
All right.
I'm going to bring in a paper bag, Trader Joe's.
Oh, no.
Cone roller.
Hey, guys.
What's up, Cone?
Tim, I'm really sorry about your car. That sucks.
Oh, thanks.
Sending my wishes.
Cone, I'm sorry about the Badgers.
Yeah, that was a tough game, honestly. Probably the worst loss of the season. Honestly, the game should have been an automatic W for the Badgers before it even was played, because how a team in 2023 is still getting to reschedule games for COVID, honestly, is a joke. And now the Badgers come back on Wednesday. They're not even going back to Madison. They're flying all the way out to Maryland tonight. And these are student athletes, we need to remember. They're still kids. They're still students. They're still, you know.
What are you going to do, the homework on the plane?
Right. It's just ridiculous that this wasn't a win from the start, but still a really disappointing performance. I think it's to add to your hot take Thursday, it is a bad take to be on the fire guard train right now. However, next season is going to be very important. Gus Yalden, the Gus bus, is guard's lottery ticket that he currently owns. The fate of his future at the Badger program is in the Gus bus.
I find it weird with Badger basketball fans that if there's a 2-game winning streak, everyone loves guard. If there's a 2-game losing streak, they want him fired.
It's
why does the pendulum swing that vastly with this guy?
Well, I would
urge everybody. Season. It's a Big Ten. Relax.
I would urge everybody to go check out the Grant Bills guard gauge. He always has a good pulse on the fandom of where the fire guard train is at. But yeah, I think it's ridiculous too. Greg Gard, he has done a solid job for Wisconsin. Obviously, he hasn't had a ton of tournament success, but I mean the NCAA tournament's tough. Marquette hasn't won in years, so we're fine there from the state rivalry point. But I don't know. The Greg Gard fire train.
How you gonna cope when Milwaukee beats the Badgers in the tournament?
Honestly, if they had to lose to one team, I would have it be Milwaukee over almost anybody else. That'd be kind of fun.
Shay, let's go to a game.
They come back in a week. They're on the road.
Yeah, so with your guys' media passes, can you get into the locker room, or can you interview the players, or how does that work?
I think we can, yeah.
Yeah, the pass that I have,
we got a full season pass.
Literally got me anywhere.
Wow. Yeah. That could be some fun content.
Well, especially because it's the Panther Arena and nobody there knows what they're doing.
True.
You could wear an old timey hat and put press in the top there, and just walk in and be like, I'm here to cover the Panthers. And they'd be like, oh, right this way, sir. They're so dumb. They don't know what's going on.
I can see that.
One more thing about the Badgers. This might be a little hot take, but Chucky Hepburn is not that guy. He was terrible down the stretch, and they gave him 2 or 3 chances to either tie or win the game, and missed them. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, that was a tough sequence for Chucky. The whole half-court offense was just terrible tonight. The first half was brutal. They got a little better in the second half, but I don't hate Chucky for taking those chances because that team was doing nothing when they were getting into their offense, and it was a bad game.
So they play Maryland Wednesday?
Yep.
And then Illinois Saturday. So,
well, that game's on Big Fox too.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything on the Bucks, Cone?
No. I don't. I got to be honest. I don't watch a ton of Bucks, sadly.
It's all right, Cone.
So I'm not going to throw out hot takes like that guy Jake, because I'm just not that informed. But go Bucks! I'm a fan. I'll be rooting for them.
Well, you're a Badgers guy, so thanks for the breakdown.
This is the best he's sounded with a bag over his head this year.
Hey, he sounds really good.
Yeah, I got a new phone probably 2 weeks ago, so
Okay.
Oh,
it's a little better.
I'm glad you got rid of the traitor Tim on there.
Tim,
but
you're
the
not-
same bag though, right, Cone?
What was that?
It's the same bag.
Oh, it is definitely.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, I got nothing. Have a good
All right.
rest of the show, Bart.
You too,
Look-
Colin. Appreciate you.
Bye,
Talk to you
Tom.
soon, Tim.
Yeah.
Couple of more comments, then I want to look at this trade article. Just going through what people have said. Corey said, hack take Jake. Heathcliff says, everything Bud does is dumb. Bucky Boyd says, Marjan could turn into either Joe Alexander or Desmond Mason. That's a difference.
Yeah.
Jerry says, would you rather have someone die in your car rather than throw up because of the mess? Karma has a way of finding you. I don't think Tim said he wanted someone to die in his car.
Where did that come from?
This is back to when you were talking about the girl that had a seizure or whatever.
Overdose.
Zach appreciates your outfit tonight. You're wearing a Packers hat, Brewers shirt, and Badgers. You sicko.
I didn't even notice. It's yeah. I don't know which one to pick yet.
I don't remember what this was about, but Matt says Radio Joe cheese curds.
Oh yeah. Get those Radio Joe. We talked about him filling in for you. Blah blah blah.
Heathcliff is wondering if you're going to call Gruber.
No, because no one was hurt, so I can't, other than my car.
MC Lee says, I think the younger generation of Badger fans is bored by this style. They want guard gone to get rid of that Ryan tree.
Well, if McIntosh can do what he did for football to basketball, some think about it. Greg Gard is a fine coach.
I didn't watch the Badgers tonight with the Bucks being on, but also I don't watch a lot of Badgers regular season. You want to talk about regular season? Like there's 64 teams, 68 that make the tournament. Now they want to expand that. The stakes in the regular season are so minute. Like even Milwaukee, and I love people getting on the Milwaukee Panthers train. But if they don't win the conference, if they don't have a good weekend in a month and a half, they're not going. And it's hard to get into college the way that others so easily can because the stakes in the regular season are so low.
What?
Like I see Houston gets upset or someone else gets upset. It's like it's not like the number one team in college football getting upset. It's not the same.
I think for the Badgers this year, they're going to have to fight to get in this year. They are not the 10-2 team that they started out to be, or whatever it was, 9-3, and
Well, then
beat
that'll make me
Marquette.
more interested. If they got to fight to get in, then I'm going to be watching them.
They're going to have to.
Then
fight
at least
to
there's
get,
something to watch.
They're going to have to fight to get in, and the Big Ten. They're all beating up each other. There's only one ranked team in the Big Ten right now, and that's the number one team in the country.
Q says, my terrible take, Greg Olson is the Steve Stifler of broadcasting. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it.
People were giving him a lot of praise yesterday on Twitter, saying that he had a good first year. I don't like him. I do not care for him.
Oh, well, at least it's not Mark Sanchez. Nobody's worse than him.
Well, over in London, too.
Yeah, they had all the London games, which means it was total whatever. All right. I did want to read this. This is from Hoops Hype. The Knicks and Bucks are allegedly involved in trade talks. Oh, you all right?
I'm good.
Did someone just hit and run your phone?
No, that was me hitting my computer, which hit the stand that this is on. And carry on.
All right. With trade talks surrounding Reddish ongoing, the Knicks have expressed interest in Grayson Allen. Allen's name has come up in several trade discussions around the league, including several three-team trade concepts where Suns forward Jay Crowder or Rockets guard Eric Gordon would wind up in Milwaukee. I don't want Eric Gordon either. Given the frequency of trade concepts Allen has been linked to involving Crowder and Gordon, it appears more likely he'd be moved, if at all, for one of those players rather than Cam Reddish. However, the Bucks and Knicks have discussed other concepts involving Reddish going to Milwaukee that wouldn't involve Allen, so a trade between the two teams could still happen. There was a trade today. Rui Hachimura goes from the Wizards to the Lakers for multiple second-round picks and Kendrick Nunn. Here's what I'm going to say about this Grayson Allen situation. I think we're just wanting to credit Matt in the Falls for texting you a link to this article. All right, Matt, thank you. I just want to say that I think that we just want to trade. Can we just admit that we just want to trade? If the Knicks had Grayson Allen and we had Jay Crowder, I would wager that we would be proposing Jay Crowder for Grayson Allen. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like we just want to make a trade. And we're at the point now where, because trades are fun and rumors are fun, and it's always exciting to see what's new, right? But when I look at the Bucks, again, I look at them tonight, and I tell you the guys that are going to play in the playoffs: Giannis, Brook, Drew, Middleton, Portis. Okay? You got those five. Then you've got Connaughton and Grayson and Ingles. And then you've got, like Javon Carter, Beauchamp if he gets play, Matthews. We'll see what happens to George Hill. There's not like you're not trying to rock the boat with the main guys. We could talk about trading Middleton because of the big contract coming and all that kind of stuff. And that's an exercise, and I'm happy to talk about it. I don't think they should do it, and I don't think they will. But that's an exercise to have. But we're not talking about a fundamentally massive trade. We're not saying that this team needs a massive, shakeup. What we're doing is taking the 7th or 8th piece, and I know Grayson starts, but really when you look in terms of importance on this team come playoff time, Grayson, he's either going to be cold or hot. And if he's hot, you run with him. If he's cold, you bench him for Pat. And if he's cold, well, I don't know. Then you go big for a little bit or whatever. You put in another guy. You put in Beauchamp, whatever. There's not like a Grayson Allen trade. Grant likes your apartment, Tim. A Grayson Allen trade it's not doing much. It's like you have a terrible body like me. Okay. I have a terrible body. I'm getting very large in the gut. Everything looks bad. It'd be like if I was like, I improved my body today. And he'd say, what did you do? And I'd say, I got a manicure. I didn't need a manicure. It might look better, that I have a manicure. It might have felt good to get the manicure, but I didn't need it. I don't think they need to trade Grayson Allen. We're all just reading articles because we just love it. And I'm not saying that's wrong. It's not wrong to fetish about trades. It's not wrong to romanticize about trades. Trades are fun. But if we're talking Grayson Allen for Jay Crowder or Eric Gordon, I mean, these are all
We're stretching. We're stretching.
guys. And of the three, I think Grayson can, like, I don't trust Eric Gordon driving to the rack.
Grayson
I don't
has the
trust
most.
Jay Crowder. Jay
biggest
Crowder,
impact.
like, Grayson Allen might get cold, but Jay Crowder is a brick machine. I don't want any of them. And I'm gonna continue to hammer that point. Q says big sports better news in Milwaukee. Paddle's building a sports book for on-site betting. Sounds like it may be ready for March Madness. Let me just, no lies here. I was into Paddle today. I had a $5 free play, and I just play the free play and then I leave. I won $1. There is a Paddle sportsbook sign. Let me tell you this about Paddle. Let me tell you this. When's the last time you were there, Shay?
A couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. It's different.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you guys this. They have new cash out machines.
Yeah.
They have cash out machines that not only take it serves as an ATM / ticket payout / check cashing machine.
Bill breaker?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't give change. So if you get change at Pato, they give you a ticket and you're like, have to come back. So they're always finding a way to make more money off you. Those bastards.
I need to go there.
Well, I went there today. I should have called you. I just played Rocky because it's 50 cents. So I had $5 in free play and I didn't win any. Like, I didn't hit anything.
And all you do is play your free play, huh?
And I leave.
Wow. Power to you.
Most of the time I leave. Did I tell you last time I went, I was down to my last 75 cents and I won 250.
Oh, keeps you in for another 45 seconds.
Yeah. And then you know who I ran into was Judge. Judge
from,
Joe Brown.
From Kiss FM?
Yeah, the guy that used to be the Bucks guy.
And the Bucks guy. Yeah, what's he up to?
He works for the Las Vegas Aces. They fly him out for games to be the hype man, and then he flies back, and he lives here.
Huh.
Yeah, I got to get him on.
Go Bucks or whatever he says.
Go Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Why the Bucks got rid of him, I don't know. He was very good. Very good, actually.
I thought he was good.
Obviously, Las Vegas hired him, so.
And they fly him out there.
That's crazy. So he's like in the land of a million casinos, and you see him at the casino.
I saw him at the casino. Yeah, and I saw him in the bar. I was up at the bar that when Pato does commercials, they try to do that.
360, the Circle Bar.
Yeah.
Of course you were there. What time were you there? What time?
This was December 30th. That's when I went to the Bucks game, sat really high, but it was in like a box.
Up there. I thought you meant at Pop. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
No. Yeah, I liked Judge. He was good.
Very good.
I don't know why the Bucks got rid of him either. I don't know.
One key thing with that is he memorized everything, unlike some of these other people that they have.
Well, who you're trying to bury?
I don't know the names. One of the one girl's good, Melanie.
Melanie Ricks?
Yeah, she's really good too.
Incredible.
Her and Joe together were fantastic.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's these other new people that they have. Just don't have it down quite pat.
No.
And they don't bring the energy like he did.
No.
So.
Kind of want to go to the game on Wednesday.
Maybe I'll reply to Emma Baker about that.
I told her never email me again. All right, so Tuesday's show. This is Tuesday's show, but Wednesday's show. Paul Emmig's off for the next month. I've got no access to Paul Emmig.
Oh no,
it's fine. There's nothing bad, but we won't hear from Paul for a little bit. So I would like voicemails about Rodgers and trading and what you want and what you expect and what you think we'll get.
Maybe you can get Toby.
VART. What?
Maybe you can get Toby back, and maybe he can give us. We can see how DC is for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Toby settle in.
All right, fine. Let him settle.
Toby's settling in. I'm very happy that he's chasing his dream. But I'm also very sad that he couldn't latch on to one of these other spots here. I don't know. I'm really disappointed with the way that, and I've talked about this, but Milwaukee radio has reacted to 1250 downfall because they haven't gotten better. They've gotten worse. And now I'm going after John Kuhn, sort of.
So is Sparky.
Yeah. Someone said John Kuhn just made a great point on the radio. In 2014, no one gave the Packers a chance to go into Seattle. The fact that it was close beat all odds. People still want to call it a choke job. First of all, John Kuhn was on that team. Second of all, it was a choke job. Third of all, I said my podcast wouldn't be as successful as it was if John Kuhn was good. Yeah. And I have no interest in talking to John Kuhn at all. I do want to talk to Zabe. I do want Zabe on for Infrastructure Week. And I want to ask him why in the year 2023, he tweeted, Brett Maher is as out of commission today as a McDonald's ice cream machine. Like, that's a joke? Who's the audience for that? What is he doing? Zabe, your sense of humor is very bad. You should hire me on as your sidekick.
Zabe and Part in the morning.
Yeah, some say it's meant to be.
Hey, congratulations to Billy, by the way.
Did he have his baby?
He had a baby. He had his baby.
Oh, when?
Either last night or this morning.
I'll text him.
Baby boy.
I hear you are a dad. And how's your kid doing?
Wonderful. Settle down back there.
Yeah.
Got him locked away.
Q says, I listen to lacrosse sports talk on my drive home now. Grant is amazing, but it's a sad state of affairs locally. Yes, please listen to Grant, 4 to 6, Wisco Sports Show. He is better than anything you'll find here.
He was in Milwaukee yesterday visiting our great museum.
I saw that. I did see that. Matt says, let me moderate.
Mm-mm.
Matt, if you want to come up with some questions, I'll let you do that. All right, time to wrap up.
I'll take Tony on
I'm on board with Matt. Tim says no. I'm on board.
I say you do Matt one week and Tony the next, and have a vote. Whose questions were better?
Matt wants to know, Tim, are you jealous about the email that said Matt was good and you were bad?
No. Bring it on, haters. Bring it on.
Yeah, I think Tim likes getting shit on. I think that's like the only reason you do this. I think it relaxes you. Take some of those gummies, and I'm sorry about your car.
That's all right.
We're going to be live again Wednesday night after Bucks Nuggets.
I'll be here.
So, to recap, no trades of consequence. Team Grayson.
Go Panthers.
Bucky wants to know how to listen to Bill Side of State. Grant, how do you download your app?
Isn't it just
Craig, what's up? Huh?
What's his station? WKTY?
WKTY?
Yeah, just look it up.
Just type in Grant Bill's Wisco Sports Show. You'll find it.
Or follow him on Twitter. He posts the link, I believe, every day.
Wisco Grant. There you go. Yeah, I think we do some guest All right. Good idea. But for
You're
now,
welcome.
I need Roger's voicemails. I'm not doing that tomorrow.
You're welcome.
right.
By the way, Sam Schmidt says hello.
Oh, he does? Where'd you see him?
Talked to him last night.
All right, I'm ending this.
All right.
All right, thanks, everyone.
See you.